I see you, I love you. I see you, I love you. Ooh, I see you. I see you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to my live. This is me, the Infinity Midwife, coming to you, baby. I hope you're taking care of your minds, your hearts, and your entire being. Welcome to this beautiful live. We are together in this. So, I hope y'all been taking care of yourselves. I hope y'all been having compassion for yourselves. I hope y'all been clearing out what no longer serves you. I hope y'all been true to your path, having a lot of compassion for you, because you deserve it, okay? Nobody told you today you are loved, okay? You are definitely loved. So tonight is a special night. I feel like it's important for us to keep us going with the discipline of life. Whatever lifestyle you started implanting or implementing in your life, I hope you stay true to it. That you don't shy away from it. You don't try to minimize it. You don't try to overdo it. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow and admire whatever's going around you, whatever's moving around you. Try to be more in the observer space. Okay, so, as I was doing the ritual, so as I was starting the ritual, I saw a phoenix in my third eye. And the phoenix was, finally we are rising. If you've been suffering in silence for a minute, if you've been left out in the cold by situations, circumstances, your decisions, because you felt like it was better for you to do that, just know that you chose right. If you chose yourself, over family, over burdens, if you chose yourself over shame, over guilt, if you chose yourself over grief, if you chose yourself over envy, over jealousy, over humiliation, if you chose yourself over anything that would keep you in despair, then, my friend, know that you are walking. You are walking the path. You are walking the path. If nobody told you, then I'm telling you. Because it takes courage. It takes courage to acknowledge that we exist. That we are not necessarily we are not necessarily here to fit a certain norm. We are not necessarily here to applaud. We're not necessarily here to be in agreement with everybody. Right? Like I love to say, We've come here alone. We've come out of our mother's womb alone. So we are going to eventually leave in this space alone. But if we can't walk, if we cannot walk by ourselves in the darkness, then how are we going to be able to walk in the light? We've been in our mother's womb for 9 months? And trust me, in our mother's wombs, it's dark. You don't get to see the light. You don't get to talk to people. You don't get to make friends. You get to develop yourself. You get to grow bones. You get to grow tissues, muscle. You get to grow organs. But that's not you doing it. That's part of the ascension. Right? You're in that womb and you trust that that darkness is there for a purpose. Right? You're in that liquid. You're in that water. You're surrounded with warm water. That is your true mother. That darkness, that feeling of being surrounded by this warmth. Have you ever planted a finger in the soil? Like, have you ever planted your finger in the soil? When you plant your fingers in the soil, you feel the warmth. You feel the heat that's in the soil. That's why when the winter comes, what does some of the insects, what do they do? They go into the ground. They don't hide at the surface, at the earth's surface or at the soil surface. They dig deeper into, the ground because they need to go and get warmed. So when you understand that concept that we've all come from a place of darkness and warmth, and then we are being told by scientists that in the universe, it's cold. That if you get up there, you're going to freeze up. Now, I'm not here to defy physics. But I will say this, as above, so below. What is below? What is above? Can someone tell me? What is above? What is below? 1, 2, 2 on the clock. Hey, we claiming it. We claiming it. What is angel number 122 wanting to say? What does angel 122 wanting to say to us today? Ooh, we are blessed. Let's see. What angel 122 wanted to say? Say it, baby. You listening. We open. We open. Wow. So angel 122 came here to talk about 155. So 122, and now it switched to 123. So we got 155. So what I'm getting with this is 155. 155. So there is something coming in. There is something coming in. A lot of change. Wow. A lot of change. Let me roll some dice. So what I'm getting with this 155 number is that there is a whole sequence. Like there is a whole plan behind whatever you're going through right now. You don't really see it, but it's there. There's a whole purpose behind whatever you are going through right now. Wow. 112. 112. And that equals to number 4. And then here we got 5, 5, and 1. That equals to 11, which comes up to a 1. So there's definitely celebration is what I'm getting. Celebration about choices that you've made that allowed change to make you anew. Okay? So it talks about, celebrating the fact that you've made choices to make changes in your life. Celebrate those changes. Those were crucial decisions. Like, you got to acknowledge it. I acknowledge, let's say it together. I acknowledge all the effort, all the hard work I've put out in choosing myself every time. I know I've put in the work. It was not easy. It was not easy. But when it was time, listen, let me tell y'all something, okay? Like, this past decade was really like training, okay? This past decade, if you were the one to like escape the hard lessons and like, I don't know, skip school. If you were the one to like skip school when it was time to sit down and learn shit about life, if you were the one to skip school and have fun, go be with your friends and, go after, what a teenager would be after, like now it's time for you to sit down and learn the lessons. And if you were one that was working on yourself this past decade, however that felt like for you, working on yourself meaning that you were in school. You chose to stay in school because you felt that as a soul, there was a higher mission for you. So you stayed in school of life. And you've been through some harsh lessons. But it was lessons that was going to be used to change the old narrative that the life force energy is only accessible through this external reality. Right? So now we're coming to that. So we got to celebrate ourselves. Okay, y'all? Celebrate yourselves for real. All the choices y'all made to stay true to yourself. Not having to please someone, pleasing you. What did you do this past decade that you enjoyed doing and you just enjoyed doing it for you? Not anybody else. You weren't doing it to fit in. You weren't doing it to get some form of recognition. You really did it because you found some form of, for real though? Okay. You found some form of, belonging. Every time you did something to service humanity, to bring positivity, whether it was just because you were happy with yourself, because you loved what you were putting out there, you loved your creative projects, or you loved whatever about yourself that you've enjoyed these past decade. And this is why it is important right now that you celebrate all these choices that brought you to embrace more of your true self, right? That you sat down in class, that you went through the lessons, and that when you graduated, which is like we are in the times of graduation, or we are going through the times of graduation, like you gotta celebrate yourself. It's only in that celebration that you're calling in all that you're worthy of. It's only in that celebration. So it could be a little easy or it can be a little hard depending on depending on your own journey. Okay. Let's just put it that way. Very wide and open. Depending on your journey, the type of background you have, the type of curses you had to break. Let's just put it that way. The type of curses you had to break, then, the more curses you broke, then the more liberated you became, not only for you, but your whole generational line. So like, it's just like the story of the Ascended Masters, right? Yes, the Ascended Masters, number 3. Oh my God. It was, on my clock, it was 1, 2, and 9. Okay, so 1, 2, 9. 1, 2, and 9. So what I'm getting is basically, okay, so what I'm getting is 1, 2, 9 equals to 12, which adds up to 3 in numerology. So when we talk about 3, we talk about creation. We talk about creation, but creation that brings you to a higher understanding of life. Okay? And it was like, I have 2 clocks. So it was 129, 129, which equals to 3, 3. Oh, well, there was 2, 3 there, right? So 3, 3 would add up to 6. But if you put 3, 3, one next to the other, that's the number. That's the Ascended Master number. So those that really got through the lesson and that sat down, just like in the story of Jesus in the Bible, wasn't it 33 years before he actually, I would say, graduated and came into Christ? So, what? Yeah, like he had to go through a transformation, a whole change. And it's only after that change that he became Christ. Like, okay, I want to say this, like a chrysalis. Yeah, is that the word? Like a chrysalis, like a butterfly, right? You are a caterpillar, and you're going to be a caterpillar, for the time being that you are a caterpillar. Just make sure you don't get eaten by a spider, the trickster. Oh my God. Like, just make sure that you're alive, But even though, sometimes, oh wow, y'all want me to say this? Sometimes, okay, sometimes some caterpillar can actually be in the spider web. What? Okay. So when a caterpillar is being captivated by a spider, okay? So let's just call the caterpillar the meek, okay? And the spider, we'll call the spider, Goliath. Okay. But no, they can have many, many names. But let's just say the spider is more powerful, okay? And the spider lives off survival mode. That is why the spider is a trickster. The trickster needs to all the time find reassurance, find security. He's always surviving because he knows that he's being watched by birds, by snakes, by Scorpio, by all types of other insects that are bigger and more, and they're bigger predators for him. So he has to become a trickster. He has 8 legs, right? What does 8 legs represent? 8. The number of abundance, like abundance. Yeah. The number 8 signifies what else? Effort. Number 8 can signify as well. No, not miracles. Anyways, let me think about it. Okay, I need help. So number 8 would be abundance, miracles. Isn't that number 7? Okay, well, miracles. Number 8 can represent as well. So it's just resourceful. Number 8 is working towards being resourceful. So you can always be abundant. So number 8 as well has a deeper knowing, because he always wants to know more. He always wants to get into the deeper knowing of things. Okay? So when the spider builds its web, have you ever noticed a spider web? It's very delicate, very intricate, right? It's formed of many, like, it can be sometimes like geometrical forms, right? The angles of how, you will get to a certain intersection. And then, like, if you look at a spider web, it takes a mind to know, okay, first of all, I need to focus here. Y'all need to do some mental pictures so I can see better. Okay. Thank you. So what I'm trying to say is, I get it. Sorry, guys. So when we talk about number 8, we're talking about a spider. We're talking about how a spider is very resourceful, very creative, because it has a deeper knowing to just its own little world. It can recognize where to go hide when it's too cold outside. Like its spider web can be many different things, not just a spider web. It's also a trap to keep caterpillars and other insects in there. Yes? So imagine a caterpillar in a kind of like a cocoon, but it's a spider web and it's trapped there. Okay? So the spider probably already poisoned the caterpillar. It already traumatized him in how he was going to be dragged and put in that spider web. Right? And then when it was concealed, when the caterpillar is concealed, what happens next? What happens next? Some say that the caterpillar isn't dead. And if you've watched some Harry Potter movies, when they are trapped in the spider, like the spider don't eat their prey, they don't eat their prey right away. They wait. They wait maybe for the poison to get into their system. It probably needs time before, it goes and eat everything. Like, it's very wise in how, he'll make the selections of things and, the whole process. Like, it's a whole fucking ritual, man. Spiders are like Scorpios. They understand things that we don't really understand us as humans. That's why 8 symbolizes the occult. The inner knowing, things that we don't necessarily see with our 2 eyes, but are there to teach us something. So the occult, the mysteries of life, death, transformation, change. So the caterpillar that has been traumatized, let's say by a spider, and it's in that cocoon and it stays there. Imagine if he's not dead, right? He's pretty alive, and while he's alive, he is trying to escape. right? He doesn't want to die there. But as he is trying to escape, it's like he starts having some defense mechanism. Let's say the spider doesn't eat it, I don't know, within a month's time. And it only takes a butterfly, or it only takes for a caterpillar to transform into a butterfly in 3 weeks' time. I know it's longer than that. I think it's like 6 to 8 weeks or something like that. So let's just say, for instance, it's not 6 to 8 weeks, okay? It's 3 weeks, right? 3 to 4 weeks. And, right, the caterpillar that's in there is transforming, is changing. First of all, he knows that he does not want to be eaten by the spider. He knows that he's trapped, but he's still alive. What is he going to do? He is going to fucking think of a way to fucking change, right? He's gonna be like, I don't need all of these legs. A caterpillar has like how many legs? Like 100? Damn, I need to get rid of these legs. They're just slowing me down. Okay, let's kill him off. So he kills off his legs. I don't even know how that shit happens. So I'm just imagining, okay? So let's just imagine he kills off his 100 legs, or his 100 legs falls off, like all of a sudden. Like, I've never seen the process, but it would be interesting to see. That's interesting. We're talking about death here. But we're talking about life as well, because the end lesson is survival instinct. The caterpillar did not want to be eaten. The spider was eventually going to eat it if it was still alive. You see, the spider is a trickster, but is very wise. He doesn't want to be eaten, but he's going to make sure that when he gets his praise, he saves them in hopes that tomorrow finds him there. That's fucked up. Like, all animals do this. Squirrels do this. You know, they save on food, right? Because they know times are coming, times are changing. So in hopes of the spider not being eaten, he's going to save up on food. But he's not going to kill them. Yes, he's going to poison them. He's going to maybe traumatize them, but he's not going to kill them. So he's still given a chance or hope to that captive prey that he can also find his wheel to fucking get out of there. That's what I'm getting. So basically, what I'm saying is 1:42 on the clock. 1:05, okay, 7. Yes, he's going to have a choice. He's going to have a choice. And his choice is going to bring him more of the change that he needs to become to get the fuck out of there. So he's utilizing his instinct, his survival instinct. But the difference between a spider and a caterpillar is the spider cannot transform. The spider cannot cut his legs off. The spider cannot take away his 8 eyes. He got 8 eyes, people. The spider can see shit that nobody can really see. Have you ever tried to like touch a spider? It's gonna immediately go into dying. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why you guys? So the spider is going to go into this death mode because the spider is primarily Scorpio. So it's about death. It's about the inner knowing. It's about the deeper meaning of how to live life. Right? So the caterpillar basically is going to change. But the spider can't. The spider can't change. He has other ways of utilizing his survival instinct, and that's playing dead. When he plays dead, people think that he's dying. That's why he's gonna stay still. But what is he doing while he's staying still? He's still breathing. Motherfucker's still breathing. But he's playing dead. I don't know what type of analogy that is, but 1:44 on the clock. So basically, 1:44 on the clock. So 1:08, and that equals to 9. Yeah, so the spider is going to play dead in hopes that the person, or, you know, that cycle of fear and doubt, because, see, this is the thing. The spider goes into this mode of death because he is afraid of dying. So that's his survival instinct. He's a spider. He goes into death mode. He stays still in hopes that the predator leaves him alone. Like, hey, I probably frightened him to death. Who invented that quote? I probably frightened him to death. Let's go. My work here is done. What the? So the spider is hoping. I don't even know if he's playing in his mind. I think the spider can telepathically communicate. I think that the spider can communicate. Yeah. The spider has abilities, like I said, inner knowing of life. So when he goes into that death mode, he is hopeful that he's eventually going to be left alone. So he plays dead. But that's his way of doing things. And that's what a lot of people who've been traumatized have been doing too. They play dead, right? And when they play dead, what happens? When you play dead, what happens? Somebody tell me. When you play dead, your soul comes out of your body. Have you guys not watched Doctor Strange or any type of horror movie? Like, you have to watch horror movies. If you don't like watching, I don't like watching horror movies, but I think I'm gonna start. I started watching, what's it called? That show. What's that called? What's that show? It's called. It's a series. Oh gosh, I forgot. So all this to say, it's important to, The Walking Dead. So The Walking Dead is a series that I started watching. And then I've watched like many series, like The Supernatural, a little bit of Charmed. And I always liked the occult. But that's highly aspected in my chart. So when I say chart, I'm talking about astrological chart. And I hope to learn more and more of astrology because you need to get with time. One thing about The Walking Dead that I realized, it's an actual psychological science fiction movie. It utilizes zombie, but in reality, if you look at it, it talks about the human psyche. And it's very interesting to watch. Like, you can sit there and understand the different dynamics, different change of roles. Like, it's very, very interesting. And then there are other ones too that are very interesting. Animes are good too. So, yeah. So that was the number, the angel number that I wanted to share with you guys. Yo, that was long. That was just the introduction. Oh, wow. Okay. So, yeah, what are we going to do? Oh, okay. So we got, again, celebrate yourselves because you've come far. You've come from far. It's there's a song of Soul Child, and it's the intro, right? And then the intro goes, I don't even know the lyrics. Wait, what? What's the song? Last night I had a dream of a beautiful day, like the sun, an angel passed my way. Was the horizon, what? Skin like the sky, and her hair was as long as silk. Then she turns to me, oh, with her pretty brown eyes, the voice of her water, and she brought her tears to my eye, and she said to me, and then she goes, so star from, what? I thought, what? From where you started, don't be afraid to let your light shine on the world. So star on you, 'cause so far from where you started, don't be afraid to let your light shine on the world. Let me stop. Hey, let me stop. What is this? So the number that we got is 422. So we got 8. Number 8, motherfucker. So this is just a reminder to let you know, like, transformation and the spider and the caterpillar are different. They both have different survival instinct. The spider will play dead. Will have a certain way of always trying to keep these preys and to captivate them. But he's doing it out of survival instinct. He's not aware. He's a spider. Can a spider understand what a caterpillar is going through? I don't know. I would have to ask. I would have to ask. I would have to ask. For real though. Stop. Okay, yo, why am I doing this? Okay, so here we are. We're gonna use some cards. What? Poor connection. What are you guys talking about? I hope you guys are hearing me. If you're live, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know how. I don't even have access to the comments, or I don't even know who's listening in right now. Maybe it's nobody. Nah, I think y'all are like thousands of people looking at me right now. So, what's the card? What are the qualities that we need to? What are the qualities that we need to implement, or we need to meditate on? The qualities that we want to embody. I mean, qualities. It's going to be different from one individual to another, right? Because we're all ascending at our own pace. And we're all going through this soul journey at our own pace. Yes. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Oh. So the first card that we got is motivé. Ta motivation. Oh là. Ce qui m'inspire chez toi, c'est ta motivation, et ton attention, sans avoir raison, So motivation, basically, what it's saying is, stay motivated by allowing, by doing the things that you love to do, okay? And then the other card is, assurance. Your assurance. What inspires me? It's your assurance. What is it called? Life insurance policy. Because in 5 years time, I want to take you out now. I will not tell you that. I will tell you I love you. And in 5 years time, I come to take out your soul, because your policy talks about millions of naira. No, I'm just playing. So yes, assurance. Oh my God. I'm being very dark. That's my shadow. Wow. Okay, that's cool. So have assurance. Have assurance that the very thing that is propelling you forward, the very thing that's propelling you to, do whatever you love to do, do it. And find assurance that you are on the right path. Every day you get confirmation, whether it's through numbers, if you like numbers, whether it's through colors, whether it's through shapes, whether it's through words, whether it's through sound, whether it's through nature. There's always some form of confirmation coming into your life. You just got to pay attention, like really pay attention. Especially if you're not used to it, you got to pay attention. And you can only pay attention with your breath, okay? Ce que j'aime de toi, tu es parfaitement à l'aise quand tu dois être le centre de l'attention. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So here we got what's the name of this? That's so funny. What's the name of that bird? I know in French it's paon. In English it's, oh my God, I forgot the name. That's so funny. Yeah, I get it. A peacock. Oh, there you go. I got it. Okay, so peacock. Thank you. So a peacock. So what does a peacock do? It flaps his feathers and it shows the entire world that he is the shit. Like, he looks good no matter what you think. No matter what you think of his wings or the color or the shape, you're gonna be amazed. He knows what's wrong with him. A peacock knows what's wrong with him, but he ain't gonna tell you. Why would you care? Like, he is the show. You are going to be in amazement with his feathers. Like the colors, the way it flocks, the way it shows, it grows, like he makes it increases in size, and then he turns around, like he got you magnetized. You understand? A peacock. Peacock got you magnetized. With the length of his feathers, you fly. You fly for real. So that's the peacock. Hey, don't steal my verse. I'm just saying. Copyrighted, okay? Disclaimer. And the last card that we got is cooperation. So what I'm getting with this is, oh wow. Okay, so the 4 messages I got, the ultimate message I'm getting with this is But the very thing that is enabling you to feel good about yourself, okay? The very thing is something that you got to stay motivated by doing. Stay motivated. Find assurance through repetition and practice, right? That's going to build up your confidence, your assurance into whatever you're doing and to whatever you're becoming. And then don't be afraid to show it off. Not to be arrogant, but is the peacock arrogant? We never think he's arrogant. We just think he's fucking beautiful. He's not arrogant. He's just being a peacock. Are you going to insult a peacock because it is a peacock? No. You can probably hate if you're another bird. But if you're a human being, if you are a human being, you're not going to want to do that. You're going to respect the peacock for what it is. You're going to admire the colors, the shapes, everything about it. And that is just going to be how you're going to find your soul tribe, cooperation. You're going to attract people that are going to see how valuable you are, your worth, your self-worth. And they are going to be attracted in helping you become bigger than that. Or for your feathers to increase in size even more. So continue doing what you do. And shine. Shine bright, baby. Shine bright. Shine bright like a diamond. Hey. Shine bright like a diamond. Ooh. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay. So, yeah, let me just... Shine bright like a diamond. Ooh, yeah. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay. So, why tarot? Okay. Let's go with tarot. So I'm calling in 0202. So what I'm getting with that is 202, right? It usually adds up to 4. And 4, again, we come back to the celebration. Okay. So what I'm getting with Angel 202 basically is saying that there is a start over. Like there's an ending for a new beginning. Okay. And it can be between, yeah, it's like choices that you make, okay, are going to end certain things in your life, but for new things to come through. Because you would have transformed and you would have opened up that cocoon or that chrysalis. You would have stayed in that chrysalis phase. And after that chrysalis phase, that's when you get to open up your wings, right? And then fly, knowing that the spider will never be able to come and catch you because you are flying up in the sky. You are flying up in the sky. You have transformed, baby. You have transformed. You gotta be celebrated for it. I have to drink water because Water is everything. Water is everything. So, why the tarot? What is the message through the tarot that we are wanting to give? 4 of coins. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So, let's see here. 4 of coins. What else? The Empress. Ooh. The Empress wanted to come through. The Empress wanted to come through. Okay. Hey, Empress. Hey, Empress, we see you. Okay. Oh, I'm feeling like good energy, too. Empress, what's going on? What you got going on, Empress? Wow, Empress is in a Queen of Cups energy. Empress. She is connected to her emotions, baby. Yes. And then we got the Knight of Wands. Ooh, interesting cards. Interesting cards. So, what I'm getting with this is... wait, hold on. I need to draw a new card. So, okay. Okay. This is how we got here. So what I'm getting with this is, okay. So if y'all did not see, that's the 4 coins, okay? 4 coins is, you know, making sure that we're saving our energy. This is the Empress. Now, I'm going to read it differently, okay? This is the Queen of Cups. And this is the Knight of Wands. And then on top, we got the 5 of Swords in reverse. So, guys, listen up, okay? This is how I read. I don't do the traditional way. I just do my way, okay? So what I'm getting with this is right now, whenever you listen to this, the 4 of coins basically is saying that you need to save on your energy, on your resources, internal as well as external. If you don't know what are your internal resources, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Hit the notification button so that you can have all other further notification for when a new video is uploaded. Okay? So save on your resources, okay? Save on your resources is what the Empress is doing. Now, the Empress, where she is, the way she came out in the card, when you are in this Empress state of being, your mental is no longer stressed. Your mental is no longer burdened, is no longer overthinking, obsessing. Your mental is in this Empress energy. And when we talk about the Empress, come on now. You know, she mastered all 4 queens of the tarot. Meaning she's emotionally balanced and emotionally responsible, emotionally present. She's also very intuitive, right? She's a Queen of Pentacles. She knows where to put her focus. She's not distracted by anything and everything. She knows when to withdraw, to go in. Like, she's very focused on where she's investing her time and energy. That's the Empress. That's the Queen of Pentacles. She's very disciplined. She has a lifestyle that is balanced. Even more than balanced. When you look at her hands, right, coming together, she's balanced. Basically, that's telling you that she's in union with all parts of herself. She's very prosperous. So the Empress, when you are in that state of being, you're no longer worried by the external, because you're constantly trying to balance out your internal, like a refrigerator. It has an external temperature, but it's ultimately focused on keeping the internal temperature constant without ever having to change. Right? And the refrigerator works on electricity. Us humans, we work on the elements. The elements are electricity. Or, anyways, the elements. Okay, let's just put it that way. And then the Queen of Cups. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. The Queen of Cups. So, not only you are in a state of being because you're no longer giving away your energy to everything and anything. You're just very centered. You know, if there's something that do arise, you have space for it because you're the Queen of Cups. You're emotionally very intuitive, and you're emotionally very centered. You allow space for people to feel things. And sometimes it's things that are difficult. Right? And right, when we talk about emotional support, you know, I'm just going to throw out there a little anecdote. Like, as a mom, you know, we think that it's an easy job, especially when you take your job seriously. Now, when I say seriously, what I'm ultimately saying is, I'm not trying to shape my kids a certain way. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help them bring out of what's inside of them more. As a mother, that's my aspiration. And I try to do that by first being that model. That's why I'm a super powerful model. I said it. Okay. I said it. Okay. I'm a super powerful model, baby. I'm a super powerful model, psychic and medium. Okay. I said it. What's up? So yeah, the Queen of Cups, she's very intuitive. She's emotionally very aware. She can get into deep emotions and come out of there like Mami Wata. You know of Mami Wata, no? She will go into the waters. She's a mermaid. She will go into the deep waters and come back on the other extreme. And you will not know. And when she passes through, she takes a child with her. No. What I'm trying to say is this. Wait, hold on. I'm not going to disrespect. No. What I'm saying is, when we look at mythology, stories, we cannot read them in the literal and just understand them like that. For instance, I'm sure y'all heard of a story of, you know, a fairy or a fierce queen in Africa sacrificed, I don't know if it was her daughter or her son, to a mermaid, or, you know, she brought him in the water and she just let him drown. Now, we cannot read the story as it is. We have to have a deeper meaning and understanding of things. When you look at that story, ultimately it speaks of what? A human being that had to sacrifice its inner child so that the inner child would have become anew. Now, the way it happens, right? We take we say that we sacrificed a child, and then the child goes in the water and then gets taken by a mermaid. But what we don't say is that child becomes something else. Okay? So when you get the deeper meaning of that story, ultimately is saying yourself, you had to sacrifice maybe your childish ways of dealing with emotions. When you're talking about a queen has to have strong emotions. She cannot just, like be very emotionally disturbed, emotionally unbalanced. Like she needs to have control over the fact that she has no control. She has to have control over the fact that she has no fucking control of her emotions. She can only hold space. And I like to take as an analogy a woman that's going through labor. If you've gone through labor naturally, without medication, without epidural, you will feel the wave. You will know when the wave is coming, when the wave is leaving. But it will submerge you. It's like an emotion sometimes can submerge you, can bring you into the deepest part of yourself. And when you're there, you feel like you're drowning. Like you're losing your breath. You don't know where to give head. You feel like you're in the deep waters. Have you ever seen someone drowning in water? You see how he's shaking his head like he doesn't know where to give head? Like he's just drowning. So that's someone who's going through deep emotional shaking, emotional shock. You need to have a form of training in order to be able to help someone in that situation. You have to know what the fuck you gotta do. All right? Because these type of support, when you are supporting someone who's emotionally disturbed or going through some form of crisis, you have to hold space. And it's not just emotional space. It's also spiritual space. And I'm not going to get deep into what it means here. But yes, to get back to the tarot, and we are going to get back to the tarot now. So yes, the Queen of Cups is very intuitive. So right now, this is what it is. You are in that state because you saved your energies. You're not given to just give out. What I'm saying is you're also receiving. You're also keeping your energy for yourself and enjoying that energy for you by doing the things that you love. That's why you are in a state of being that is of the Empress. And that is why you are very highly emotionally balanced and emotionally aware and emotionally very strong, very intuitive. And the Knight of Wands, in that position that I got it here, the Knight of Wands, so knights are usually the archetype of, they are soldiers. They go to war. See how she doesn't really look like like a soldier right here, but she has a wand and she got fire behind her, like she's like a dragon. Well, I don't know, like she got wings. She's flying in with action, like she's coming in to bring some form of change. So the Knight of Wands can be also sometimes seen as the player or the in and out person. But in how I read it here, is someone that's also very ambitious, someone that has this youth, but also that wit. Very smart. She looks like, when she comes close to you, she'll come and with her words, she'll play with her words and she'll be very witty in how, she's gonna come across you. That's her fiery action in her, guiding her. So what I'm getting with that is you're very passionate because again, you're tapping into the creative things that you are doing and you're finding back your youthfulness. That's ultimately what you are seeking to do. And there are many ways to do it again, It's very different from one person to the other. And that is why, ultimately, you are in that Five of Swords energy in reverse. You're no longer crying, my friend, now. You're no longer crying. You're very, very happy. feeling like you've achieved, but not only achieved, that you've, I'm going to say conquer. Okay. Water conquer. 2-2 on the clock. 2-2-0 on the clock. So we had 202 and now it's 2-2-0. So yeah, thank you for the tarot. 2-2-0. Yeah, so I feel like it's a progression. We are stepping into a space of progression. So yeah, I do give, just so that you guys know, I do give consultations when it comes to emotional support. Like I said, I utilize the elements to heal. Yes, confirmation. So when you come to my retreats, you're there ultimately to do the deeper, the inner workings of healing. Because it's one thing, when we hear healing in our societies today, it's having a psychotherapist and going to see him or her, like once a week and paying 100 and some change, and then feeling good about yourself because there was actually someone there to listen to you and to ask you key point questions to direct your thinking into, the very thing that you are shying away from, but deep down that that's the very truth. So the way we do this in my retreats are very different. Like I'm not there to entertain you. Okay. I'll just put it that way. I'm not there to entertain you. Like if you're coming over to my retreat and you think that, we just gonna have a party and smile and dance. Yes, we're gonna have some times like that. But ultimately we're coming in with purpose. Okay. Like I am very selective of who's coming to these retreats because, if you're just coming there with the idea that, you're coming in to have fun and to be on the player type energy, you're going to be sent back, or you're not even going to be part of the retreat. Like, we ain't playing. 2023, we ain't playing. So yes, retreats. If you are interested in the retreats, give it a big happy thumbs up and send me a message. Send me a message about the retreats. It's all in the works. Okay, baby, let's go. So what is the Witch's Kitchen type of oracle card we got for us today? I'm tapping into my earth element. Okay. Earth energy. Let's go. Let's get in. I'm so thankful and grateful. I'm so thankful and grateful for all the goodness, for all the blessings, for the health of everyone, for our mental balance. Oh, okay. Wow. So the card that came out is Coriander, and it says immortality. This is great, y'all. Ashe. Thank you so much. Listen, I'm just going to read it off the book because it can mean many, many things. So let's go to Coriander. Okay. So let's get to it. Let's read what it says. Don't back down. You're flying high. The only limit now is the sky. Longevity of each endeavor. Eat of me and live forever. The magic is worked with harm to none. So mote it be. There, let it be done. Ooh, I like that. It's kind of like some poetry. So what basically is telling me is if you got some coriander in the house, use some. Use some in your recipes, you know. Season your chicken or season your tofu with some coriander. Okay, I got me some coriander, and trust me, I love coriander. Coriander with a nice cheese. Now, not any type of cheese, you know, it got to be semi-firm type of cheese, right? Something that you can melt, okay? So let me just give y'all a recipe so that y'all can try, okay? So go get yourself a nice piece of bread, right? There can have nuts in that piece of bread. Make sure that you slice it like it's flat, okay? Make it flat. Put it in the oven or in the toaster for like 3 minutes. And then you take it out. What you do, you put that firm or semi-firm cheese on that type of bread, and then you put it back into the oven. When it comes out, drizzle a bit of olive oil. I know. Put some tomatoes, like some cherry tomatoes on it, right? And then lastly, sprinkle some coriander on it. Ooh, some fresh coriander. And you can even drizzle it with a bit of maple syrup and drink it with a nice fresh rosé. Or white wine. White. Okay. So, yeah, that's one of my recipes I'm sharing with y'all tonight. Okay. So what does it say? Coriander's guidance. You seem to be indestructible. You have allowed nothing to stand in your way and have laughed in the face of many obstacles and challenges. Good news relates to a project you are working on and will have the impact you've been hoping for. In fact, your efforts will be acknowledged for quite some time as you make your mark in the world to achieve everlasting success. Don't give in to your fears of change. Instead, add me to your diet so that I can enhance your mental alertness and spiritual motivation while your body achieves optimum health and longevity. I can also aid with your affairs of the heart. You can be sure of long-lasting and meaningful relationships when you add 19 of my seeds in powder form to red wine and drink the concoction with your beloved under a new moon. Okay, you guys, no, I'm not going to be, don't take that ritual. I'm not sharing any type of ritual. You know, we are all free to create our own types of rituals. But what I will say is utilize coriander in your kitchen, however you utilize it. Okay. So it says detox juice. So recommended recipe, detox juice for fatigue, detoxification, mouth ulcers, blood sugar. Take a handful of fresh coriander leaves, chop them up, add to a pan of spring or filtered water and let them boil for 10 minutes. Remove and strain the leaves so only the juice is left. Leave to cool. If you wish, add lemon and salt. Mix well. Drink or gargle as necessary. So I'm sharing a lot of good tips here, okay? Coriander is native to Iran, but traveled far and wide in ancient times to pre-pottery Neolithic cave in Israel. Coriander pericarps have been discovered in Tutankhamun's tomb as well. Coriander is known as one of the oldest spices and herbs on record and can be found in Vedic Sanskrit writings from India. Very interesting. Yes, thank you. So I'm going to say here, coriander is going to be very helpful, guys. So again, we've talked about motivation. We've talked about health. So by adding coriander to your recipes, you will achieve better health. Good. We like that. Okay. Okay. So I do want to say thank y'all for watching me. Thank y'all for liking my videos. Thank y'all for encouraging me energetically, for donating to my channel. And if you feel like you need to donate, for my activities and my projects to take flight and to help me out, donate, I'm not going to be stingy. Everything is going back to helping my community. Okay? Okay, people? Y'all heard the message. Donate. Don't be afraid. Donate. Don't be afraid. Hey, donate. Don't be afraid. Donate. Hey, don't be afraid. Copyrighted. Copywritten. Okay. So we got this it's Archangel deck. So we're going to be doing this last pick a card or draw a card. I feel like, you know what I want to say? What do I want to say? You guys are doing good. We're all doing good. If you're still here, alive, listening to my voice, you're doing good. Okay? You're doing very good. Keep doing good. Keep doing anything that makes you feel good. Wow. Wow. So I split the deck and we got justice. Fight for justice and equality. Decisions are in your favor. Don't stop. Archangel Raguel. So call on Archangel. Look at that, guys. Number 8. Number 8 for justice. So yeah, I've been talking about number 8 today quite some time. So justice is definitely on your side. If you've been fighting on the good side of things. Right? If you're receiving good karma. I mean, this is what it is, okay? I'm only reading for those that are fighting the fight, okay? I'm always reading for those that are fighting the fight. And then we got the 6 of Ariel. Now, the 6 of Ariel, I think it's, yes, it's the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles talks about equal give and take. So your material needs are satisfied magically and miraculously. Goodwill, give and receive with an open heart. So that's quite a message. So what I'm getting with this is basically justice is being brought to you when you are actually, putting yourself in a position of balance. If you're giving enough to yourself and others that you love, and are you also in a position to receive from your internal truth, your internal reality? Are you also giving back to your internal reality? And when I say give back, I'm talking about attention. Are you sitting down trying to tap in? Are you doing things creative that are connecting you to that truth, that inner knowing, that youthfulness? Now I'm going to cut the deck in 2. Wow, you guys. So what I got is the 8 of Cups, but I really got it out like this and then I flipped it, but it's really the 8 of Cups in reverse. So 8 of Raphael speaks of 8 of Cups. And then usually the 8 of Cups means something better awaits you. Do what you know is good for you. A spiritual quest. So 8 of Cups means usually of leaving. But because I got it in the reverse, what it means is that justice is here. Justice is not leaving. Okay? Justice is here. Justice is here. Justice is here. Justice ain't leaving. And then we got on top of the Six of Ariel, so the Six of Pentacles, we got the Six of Wands, Six of Gabriel. And what does it say? Congratulations. You've done excellent work. It is time to step into a new project. Promotions, rewards, sponsorships are ahead for you. So basically, with the Six of Pentacles, the more you keep on giving to yourself and to those that are truly meant to be in your life, your soul tribe, right? And you can balance it out. So you're giving, but you're also receiving. You're giving to your internal reality. You're giving to your external reality by ricochet, because as above, so below. You're receiving internally as much as you're receiving as well externally, because as above, so below. So the Six of Pentacles means of equally giving, equally receiving on all levels. And that's just confirmation with the Six of Wands telling you, you are celebrated right now. You have succeeded. You have completed the task, the lessons. You understood what it means to give to yourself as much as receive from yourself. You've given to others as much as you've received from others, is what ultimately what it means. That's this beautiful cards. That's beautiful. I want one last card to just top it up. And then we're going to close it out because it's getting pretty late. So we got here the Ten of Gabriel. Ask your angels to send you people ask your angels to send you people who are going to uplift your burdens. Too much work time, too much effort to please others. So that's the Ten of Wands, basically. Ten of Wands says you need to rely on other people. Start asking for help because you're probably carrying too much. Whether it's too much time that you're dedicating at work, too much time that you're dedicating into solidifying some things, but you need help. And so it is important for you to be in a position, right? When we say we need help, we need assistance, we need to receive, but we also need to be in a position to receive, or else we're not going to receive. So when you are in a position to receive, ultimately what it means is you are going to allow for people to come in, right? You're going to put down your defenses and you're going to open up. You're going to speak your heart and say, I need help. Can you help me? And those that are for you are going to show themselves, right? Those that are not for you are going to show themselves as well. And you will see with your discernment who is really for you and who's not for you. That's basically a quest in and of itself, right? Don't be afraid of rejection. Don't be afraid of people telling you, no, I can't, right? Even though they could, but they choose not to. Well, then you know who you are to deal with and who you aren't to deal with. So reach out to people. Reach out to people, talk to them, and see what's in their hearts. It's going to be revealed to you because you are transformed. Here you are, the 10, you are that butterfly. Wow, it's funny. Like you are that butterfly, but you're still carrying so many burdens. And like the butterfly has finally left, the trap that was set for him by the spider, right? And then what'd he do? He's not sure if he wants to really leave or stay. Right? He's like, am I ready to do this? And everybody's like, yeah, you're ready to do this. Come on, let's go. Take flight. And then he's not sure because, he still hasn't, had assurance or the motivation to recognize that he has transformed and changed. So now is the time. Now is the time to ask for help. Now is the time to lay down the burdens. And the same way I'm telling y'all this, the same way is also applicable to me, because we're all in this, we're all on our journey at different levels. Yeah. So yeah, you guys, I need y'all help. Right? Send in some subscribers, like, share, send donations. And I do greatly appreciate it. If you like my work, if you like how I read, I channel messages, if you enjoy the vibe, show some love and appreciation. Okay. So I'm going to end the live here. I hope it was really beneficial for y'all. And I'll see you when I'll see you. So again, take care of your minds, your hearts, and your entire being. And be blessed. Stay blessed. You're still alive, and that's with purpose. It's not for a reason. It's for a purpose. Okay, you guys? All right. I love y'all. Take care.